is up, you guys? It is Taylor with a new video. You will not see me. This is a pocket, one of my podcasts where you won't see me, but you'll see the little thingy doing my little voice stuff. Today's podcast is going to be quick as I am just doing it to make sure I kind of keep up with my entrepreneurship podcast and the film podcast. We have 4 episodes of the podcast up online right now. Actually, I want to say one of them I did not actually. I need to post one on not StreamYard. This is StreamYard I'm recording with Anchor. So I usually do all my podcasts on Anchor, and then on StreamYard, or I record them. What was it? I used to record. So I don't record my episodes on in Adobe. I'm gonna call it the wrong thing. So I was gonna say it's Adobe's audio app is where I normally record my podcast clip by clip until I get where I want to be, get it to where I want to be. And so once I get it to where I want to be, I get it on there. You know, I edit it together. I use After Effects to make like a little audio banner wave thing, and then I post it with a little background. But it's not that it's a lot of work. It's that you have to pay for all those, and no, they're like $80 a month. They're doing it wrong. I use Adobe for client work, um, but right now I'm not taking on any clients for my media production stuff. So outside of needing it for that, and yeah, I use it myself. But right now it's just also that I feel like it's worth paying a monthly for. Until I get to where I just like feel like I need it more often. So right now I don't have it. And so I'm going to go back to just use the StreamYard. Well, not back. I just started using it. So yeah, we're using StreamYard right now. So today's podcast, aside the media day, is about entrepreneurship. So something I'm going to talk about entrepreneurship during this stint is was about talking about what I want to talk about rather. So a lot of what I'm talking about is being transparent. I have my vlogs coming out soon. I'm gonna post one vlog a week. Um, where I just like record for the full week and then just post like dump the footage into one thing and then edit it that way. My dad does have Adobe, so when I need to use it, I just use his. So that way it's cheaper on me. Plus, daddy, he up the road. I can use this if I want to. So, um, I am using his equipment though when I need to. So, um, Lord of y'all, lost my train of thought. So yes, vlogs. When I do post my vlogs, I'll be doing a lot more of those. I'm going to start streaming. So me and my hubby love video games, and so right now I stream on his account on Twitch. But then we have decided that I'm going to start streaming on my own account. But since we only have one system, and it'd be a lot to try to log out of his Switch, log into mine, like back and forth like that. We decided that it'd be easier until we get my system that I'll be streaming from. That he'll stream on Twitch, I'll stream on YouTube. And since we do tag team his Twitch account, just to keep his stuff up. Since on Twitch, you really have to be on your ball with certain stuff. Because when you first start out, excuse me, I'll just be streaming twice a day. Like I'm gonna stream probably after I record this because that's gonna be my daily post on YouTube. Is I'll be streaming once a day, every day on YouTube. And then my vlogs will be once a week, and then my podcast will be twice a week. I will post one episode about entrepreneurship, one episode about film, and then if I do 3 episodes of the podcast, it's because that's my interview. So it's ambitious, but it essentially will be me posting daily, and then 4 times of actual like individual posts. Supposedly, there's gonna get a lot of content uh, around the clock. And of course, the podcast wise, I might just push it to like only posting once a week. So that's not too much because that is 3 podcast posts like weekly, every week. Or at least not on YouTube, it won't be posted like that because, of course, I'm not posting my gaming streams on my podcast stuff. I just that's not what they're for. My podcast is getting for just film entrepreneurship. Um, so yes, entrepreneurship. Gonna be a lot more transparent about certain stuff. Um, the name of this podcast was the little things. So it's gonna be talking about the little stuff that people tend to forget to talk about, like because people always talk about, oh, just like the basic packaging and the fighter some little details about stuff, but then people forget to talk about, oh, your little flyers or little crafty stuff that you might want to do to make your brand stand out and look nice. A lot of stuff we talk about here late. It's going to be vending events and how crucial they are when you are doing the type of entrepreneurship that I do, which is the beauty entrepreneurship. Um, a lot, some of the stuff we talk about is being the child of entrepreneurs, how that affects your child, how that can affect your childhood, and what your role in that as a child is. Because and I was inspired with that topic because I've been seeing a lot of more parents taking their kids out to do vending events with them, and sometimes I'll go and I'll see like the parent child they're arguing, and I'm like, if I know if I can hear you as another vendor, that the customers can hear you, and there's everything about when I was a kid, like no matter what happened, even if we did something that was like, okay, my parents know that they're not happy that we did that, they did tell us that we were in the car and we had left the event, and that decorum that comes with that was something that I'm like, okay, made it better for events, I guess, for us. Like it made us more comfortable going to events because we knew that no matter what happened, we help our parents, and we won't get trouble, won't get in trouble. Just want to be there. Um, Talking to entrepreneur parents about paying their children, because my parents paid us. They paid us to do events, so keeping that in mind when they're having the kids do stuff like that. And so that's a lot of the stuff that Entrepreneur Podcast will talk about outside of like actually talking about entrepreneurship and the tolls it can take on your life when you both do it properly and improperly. A lot of what I'm talking about is going to be the transition from me being a child entrepreneur under her parents to being the adult entrepreneur. Stuff about like my downfalls and what I messed up on. One, just to share those things, and two, to hope that someone who is at the age of 14, 15, trying to do this understands this is not what you should be doing and how they should be going about things. And I'm not, if I'm whispering, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to whisper. Um, it's like my son is fully awake upstairs with his father. I think lately I've just been very soft spoken, and it sounds like my voice is going. Maybe that's what it is. But normally I'm very loud and very like aggressive. No talk, and something about this low softness is making it easier for me to comfortably do podcasts lately. Um, and I think also just because I tend to get really tired when I exert too much energy, like most people. And this is like really relaxing to keep me like it's relaxing, but like not enough to put me to sleep. Um, but hey, someone might hear my voice and be like, she talks so low, and think I'm gonna listen to her to go to bed at night. I am gonna play a little bit of music just because there's like no noise happening right now. Um, so hopefully I stay louder than the music. But yeah, so that's what a lot of what we're talking about with the podcast. If I had to pick a topic for the day to really just talk about, it probably would be the little stuff I've been doing with the company. And hopefully this inspires somebody else to let them know it's okay to be extra. So right now, and you'll see a lot of videos about it. That's my hands rubbing together if you hear that sound. I'm sorry. I've been working on our promo envelope. So if you question what a promo envelope is, so there's something I said in one of my vlogs, I'm gonna say now, is that I saw somewhere where someone said, always, if you need something done quickly and efficiently, find a lazy person. And there are people who are like, why not? And it's basically because a lazy person is gonna find the quickest, most efficient way to do something for just because they don't want to do it for too long. And that is me. So I am not lazy, but I am lazy at the same time. And I've been working on my laziness, but at the same time, my laziness has helped me find ways to make things easier. So, um, one thing I used to do with events was I would have like a little thing behind me. It'd be a flyer on my social media, a flyer with a thank you thing for people who purchased, a business card, and that was it at the time because that's all I had. So at some point in my mind, I don't know why, but it became tedious for me to like me try to give people their bag after they checked out, but also try to grab all three things at once while trying to like pack all that together. And that like isn't a lot, but at the same time, in my mind, I was like, there has to be a more efficient way to do this, where all you gotta do is give me your product. I put something in, give you back, and then you're gone, right? So if it was just those three things at first, I guess I don't know why I felt it was tedious, but I did. So at the time, I want to say, because this is like a year or so ago when I first did this, I went to Walmart and I was looking for envelopes. I think I was looking for envelopes for something else. I'm really looking for envelopes for this, but I found these pastel colored invitation envelopes, and so I wanted to buy things at an impulse, not because I actually. So at an impulse, I bought them. I bought 2 packs. It was 100, and I said to myself, "Oh, this is perfect." So I went home. I had went to Staples at some point and bought a bunch of these like big like labels just to buy them. No, I think I bought other labels, but then I bought these. 'Cause I thought they would be good for labeling my uh lips, my body scrubs, because they needed labels, and I bought it for that. And when they didn't work out, I was like, okay, I still need to use the labels. And so I basically took the envelopes, took those labels, spread off this customization of my blue Buddha stuff, put them on the envelopes, and then in the little, I put the thank you flyer with the discount code, our social media, and a business card, and I sealed it. And so now, at that point, I had made this envelope where now when people walk past, they're like, well, "Where's your business card?" I'm like, "Oh, well, actually, here's this little envelope, has a business card, discount code, and a social media in it. So if you ever want to support us, everything's right there." So now people still have to stop and scan QR codes or look us up right there and there, take a picture. They have a little envelope with everything in it, plus a free discount for their shop online with. So we ran out because we only did enough to hit out events and stuff like that. And so I'm replenishing them. So one, Walmart doesn't sell those pastel colors anymore. I think companies are getting to neon colors now. So they had these really pretty neon envelopes. And so this is where Me Bit Extra comes in. So initially, is going to do making those sales again, the business card, the thank you envelope. Oh my gosh, that was not okay. We're gonna let that in. um, but they're really pretty neon envelopes. And then Walgreens and Walmart sells this, but they also sell this. I found this neon card paper, really pretty. It's not really neon. Well, it's neon. It's bright neon colors. So my initial plan was to print off a thank you letter on the different color papers and then put the color paper in the corresponding envelope. Because even though they're not the same neon yellow or stuff like that, they're still both neon colors, right? And then as I'm typing up this letter, I'm like, oh, I know how to be extra. So now this went from like a basic promo envelope to they're like little surprises. So in the envelope there is the letter, and each colored letter gives a discount for a certain dollar amount. So I went by fives, but I started off with 10% with the initial envelope. So it was go, and then that went and then it went by five. So 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, because it was 5 colors. And then with the actual dollar amount, it went 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So the dollar amount is less than how much the discount actually is, right? Yeah. So if it's $5 minimum for the purchase, you get 10% discount for spending $5 or more, and then it just goes up from there. So that was the first extra thing I did. So put it up. It is like I got 100. It's a pack of 50. You got 2 packs, and there's only 20 of each color. So I put it off the letters, right? So that was the first extra thing. And then I'm sorry if I'm smacking a lot. I like Melissa smack. I'm sorry. um, so I started with that, and then I was like, okay, how else can I be extra? So then I printed off the old social media stuff that we had. Like it's the same social media, so it hasn't changed. I thought about last minute that it's two on. There's my personal Instagram and the main company Instagram, but I'm gonna change that name soon. And I'm like, frig. So I don't know if I'm gonna end up keeping them in there because I was like, shoot. But I'm like, all that ink I use, they might the company main Instagram will stay the change. Probably stay the same for a while till I run out of those cards. But I definitely regret not adding the beauty stuff specific on there. Now on a little poster that we keep on the table, it's on the beauty ones on there, but it probably should be in the middle too. So that's a mistake that I think. Hey, learn from that mistake. Put all what you can put on that thing before you print it out because ink is not cheap. Um, so those I put this basic, and then I put the discard back in there. So those basic things, I'm like, okay, that should be it. But then I realized that I make a lot of mistakes, which is one that I'm printing off the letter with the different discounts, but my dumb behind forgot to put the discount code on the flipping letter. So I'm like, fuck. How the hell I do that shit? So now I'm like, well, what do I do? So yo, I'm extra. I'm sorry. Um, I had bought this like little notepad from Dollar Tree, and it was cause it also had like this dark, like deep neon. It's not neon, but it reminds me of neon colors. Paper in it. That's what it was. It was a little paper notepad, and they ain't got no lines on it. And I looked at it, I was like, well, shiggities. The colors are the same color as the envelopes. I was like, why are these? Which that's like for me, why is these colors the basic colors from neon things? But I digress. The same colors as my envelopes and everything like that. So I said, bet all the money and time. So I took the paper, I cut it in half, and then cut that half in half, glued pieces together, and now those little papers I'm about to print off labels, and put a little label on it saying code, and then the code for the discount. Whether it be whatever that color letter is, that's what it's gonna be. Now I could have just kept it extra simple and just went to get some index cards. So this is what I was intending to do: was get index cards and do the same thing as this because they're thicker and it'd be just better. But I chose to use color papers. I like that'd be so cute. Um, but they weren't thick enough. They were too thin for me. So my extra behind is now sitting here gluing together paper and some more stuff because I want to do crafts and make cute stuff in my business. Yeah, the little things. I'm extra. And if you're extra like me, take this as your thing to say it's okay to be extra. Because when by the time I'm done, I'm gonna do a little video about it. It's gonna be the cutest crap. I don't care what nobody says. But it's very tedious. Very tedious. So that's one thing going in there. So that's the fourth. That's the fourth thing. I have two other files I'm gonna put in there, but picture paper is expensive. Well, it's not expensive, but by the time I get to do this, is like, okay, hold on. When I can just use cardstock. So what I did was I took cardstock and I put one cardstock flyer has on there, promoting our rewards program. If you get to a certain point where you have like a Shopify site, which Shopify is a lot cheaper than it used to be. So if you feel like you need to get a site, you can extra out there, pretty good. Um, get a Shopify site. On my Shopify site, I have a points program set up where if you make a purchase for every dollar you spend, you get a point. I think you get 10 points. I set it up, but I can't even tell you off the top of my head right now if it's 8 point or 10 points for a dollar you spend. I want to say it's 8 point for a dollar you spend. So to promote that, I made a little flyer and I put that in the cart too. But I was extra again because I didn't want to print off 100 copies using the picture paper, because I need that for when I do printed shoots, because that's how I print pictures with printed shoots. Well, actually, no, that paper is different. That's the paper I need for when I do photo shoots for kids, and the parents want prints, so I can print the pictures off when I get home. So I can't waste off it printing off friggin' flyers because I need it for both. So to save paper, I got some cardstock paper, and then in Canva, I went and made a flyer from scratch. It was like the most basic flyer, just one little image. Like it was black and white. It's like the most basic flyer I can make. So I put it off the template, and it had four of each flyer on the template. So then I went to Walmart again. This is why Walmart is like a drug because I should get I just got a Walmart. So I went to Walmart again, and I got like a little paper cutter, and so I've been sitting the last 24 hours when this video's been recorded. Um, slicing up paper and then putting it in there because that's how I did it. Now I was at first just cutting it myself, but it wouldn't cut straight, and I hate not having straight lines. And the paper could have had straight lines, so I've been doing that. After I feel the first couple envelopes. I haven't filled all of them. I still have to do a whole nother second. Because I only did the first, was it 60? First 60. No. Yeah, the first 60 envelopes I've done. The last, what is that, 240? That's what it's looking. I gotta count it. The last 40 I haven't done yet because I'm trying to finish. So I started adding the business cards, and I still have to do. It's two more things I'm going to do. So the last thing is another card site flyer. It is going to be about the affiliate program, kind of similar to the points program, but it's just if you want to be an affiliate, and how that works. I have that set up as well. So I'm going to share that one. And then, and that's just if you refer somebody, you get $5 that you can spend on the site. $5, $10. I haven't decided how much person's getting because I'm just now really looking into setting that up fully because apparently it's separate from the rewards program. But I digress. So that's one flyer, and then again, being in Walmart, I found sticker paper. So I was like, how can I promote my t-shirt designs in a way that's like fun, but also can give me I feel like an advantage, I guess, for me to like really push them. So I was just gonna simply print them off and then get like a little like nice thin almost binder. And I have this display thing I bought last month that I was going to use, but I never, I bought it in April and I didn't end up using it for the knitting event I go to once a month, which is another thing we'll talk about. And so I was gonna take it and just put the little booklet on there, and people just flip through with the image. But I'm like, how else can I push the images, right? Because if people don't look at them like that, how else can I push it? So my point is, I went to Walmart and I found sticker paper, and I think I'm gonna go buy the sticker paper. I'm sorry that I just burst in somebody's eardrums. I told you with disclaimer, don't put headphones on this video. But I won't buy the sticker paper. And so my intention is to put my t-shirt designs on sticker paper as stickers, cut them out, and then I'm going to take the stickers and it's another flyer. It say check out our t-shirts, and I'm going to put them together. Now I haven't decided if I'm going to I'm pretty sure I'm going to put something on the flyer that says check out our t-shirt designs, and then I'm gonna put like the stickers, the design. Which will let people know this is also a free sticker of the design. Now if the stickers do well, I'm probably going to start. If the stickers do well, I'm thinking about selling them on the site. I just haven't decided yet, and that's what I'm going to do because stickers and me are something that I'm just trying to use for a promotional tool. If it turns out that people like them enough, then I might turn them into like something you can purchase. Like, oh, if you want to buy the ticket, you can. But I'm thinking if I do that, I'm like, I think that might just stay a promotional tool or something I give out as a freebie. If you order a shirt, I'll give you a sticker that matches the design of the shirt. Which that's just kind of the direction I think I'm going to go in with that. So that's where I'm at with the little things. We have a lot of other little stuff we're dealing with, like changing labeling, deciding what we'll keep certain packaging or not for like the lip gloss. The bigger things we're doing is think about changing our lip gloss formula, not like take away the current one because we just mastered the current one in a way that we like really like, which is what's currently on the shelves. We actually have to take out a lot of old stock because we just didn't want to keep it mixed in with the new stock, and it was already pretty much gone anyway. So we have a lot of the new stock out that we use on our like where we go to sale every month. But our biggest thing is we're thinking about making a new separate formula, making some new packaging, eventually changing the old packaging for the original formula, and putting out like the stuff like that. We have a lot of things moving on in back of the house for other products and like this fun stuff we're trying to do. So this podcast, like I said, wasn't gonna be long. Like I said, today's topic was just about the little things, and I want to change the title when I get done. But yeah. With that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I'm gonna get myself a little round of applause. I think because this mixer is so fun. Like, oh my lord. With that being said, I'm gonna let the music play me out, and I'll see y'all later.